Though it could seem daunting, it is not insurmountable. Whether it's an unanticipated attack or a natural disaster, the unprepared suffer most in times of crisis. But you are here to make sure that never happens. We show in this video the 12 basic groceries you should start immediately accumulating to guard yourself and your loved ones in case of a big assault in the United States. Imagine waking up one day to discover your family without even food, water, or other basics from the grocery aisles. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and join our growing list of resources if you're really committed to be ready for any disaster. These are not only states, we will also look at other less well-known objects that are usually disregarded, yet could have a big influence on disaster conditions. Stay with us through to the end should a crisis occur, since knowledge of these 12 basic items could make all the difference between being ready or caught off guard. Community of smart preparers, let us now go over the 12 grocery products you should keep on hand before it's too late. Let us first address the non-perishable food items before we talk on the need of hoarding. Any emergency packs basis is these, since they are perfect for long-term storage, since they may be kept for months or even years without refrigeration. Small but plentiful are vegetables, fruits, legumes, and even meats, which you might stockpile. When fresh food isn't available, cheap foods can provide vital nutrients. Thus, make sure you buy a decent variety containing high-protein choices like canned tuna, chicken, or beans. One last-minute hydration source is the fluids inside as well. Easy to store and packed with nutrients, dry grains and legumes. Rice, pasta, oatmeal, and dried beans are also vital foods. To create filling, nourishing meals that endure long when fresh food runs out, only rice and beans will do. Next are nuts and butters, include almond butter, peanut butter, or even sunflower seed butter. Not refrigerated, these are excellent sources of protein and good fats. They will give you a much-needed energy boost when food is limited. They also are comfort foods that could help to somewhat ease an otherwise depressing circumstance. Using these basic ingredients, you are starting to create. Consider snacks that are portable, quick energy boost, and free of preparation before we begin meal planning or cooking during a crisis. High-energy snack foods can cover for you when things become rough, as you might not always have the time or money to settle down for a decent dinner. Still, there are other considerations to consider while creating a crisis strategy. Hence, let us now proceed to the next set of necessary components. Look for choices high in fiber and protein when deciding which to stockpile, since these will prolong your feelings of fullness. Aim also for bars featuring sustainably energizing natural components, including oats, almonds, and seeds. Let us first address energy bars and granola. These bars are more than just a convenient snack. Its design combines a lot of nutrients into a small space. Many products are perfect for maintaining your energy level over the day, since many of them have a mix of carbohydrates, protein, and fats. Natural energy powerhouses, dried fruits, and nuts are also quite a fantastic choice. Rich in important vitamins, including vitamins A and C, dried fruits include raisins, apricots, figs, or even dried berries, contain natural sugars that give quick energy. They occupy little space in your pantry, are lightweight, and easy to pack. Some bars, meanwhile, even come fortified with extra vitamins and minerals, providing a little nutritional boost that might be rather important in a period of low food availability. Healthy fats, protein, and fiber abound in nuts, including almonds, walnuts, and cashews. These nutrients break down more slowly, so providing consistent energy over time and helping to avoid those midday crashes that could arise if you just consume sugar-based snacks. Additionally, high in vital minerals like vitamin E, nuts give vitality. Choose unsweetened versions if at all possible to cut out pointless additional sugars. Drying fruits alongside nuts produces the perfect mix of slow-burning calories and rapid energy. To create your own trail mix and simple on-the-go snack, combine many nuts and dried fruits. For additional taste and nutrients, toss dark chocolate or seeds like pumpkin or sunflower. Not to overlook jerky either. Jerky is among the most durable and high in protein snacks you can keep in your pantry. Beef, turkey, chicken, even plant-based choices. Its great shelf life and high protein count make it a great emergency food. Building and rebuilding muscles, as well as maintaining you nourished and energized for long stretches of time, depend on lean protein. Many current jerky choices also come in reduced sodium and low sugar forms, which can assist avoid issues like dehydration or energy dumps. Speaking about plant-based jerky, it's starting to replace vegetarian and vegan goods derived from soy, mushrooms, or even another crucial addition to your snack supply are full-grain treats and crackers. If you have shelf-stable food, whole grain crackers or crisp breads can be a rapid source of carbs even if they do not have as much protein or fat as nuts or jerky when matched with something like peanut butter or cheese. Jackfruit preserves the chewy, gratifying feel that jerky aficionados know while providing a meat-free dose of protein and fiber. When cooking is not possible, powdered supplements such as protein powder can literally save lives. Usually lightweight and plentiful, these powders are. Let us now discuss protein power and drink mixtures last. Choose whole grain or seed-based crackers in dire circumstances when cooking is not possible to guarantee you are consuming more fiber and nutrients with every mouthful. Snacks made from whole grains will help you keep your energy levels without causing the crash that refined sugary choices can bring about. Another fantastic addition to your emergency pack, when water supplies are limited and you're pushing yourself, is electrolyte drink mixes. This means you may keep a lot without using much room, and all you need is water to make it into a filling, nutritional drink. To offer well-rounded nourishment, choose kinds with a healthy mix of protein, fats, and carbohydrates. Moreover, there are powdered greens or superfood combinations with vital minerals and vitamins that could be challenging to get from other non-perishable foods. These combinations can help replenish lost salts and electrolytes, which are vital for maintaining body processes when coping with stress or dehydration. Many powdered drink mixes include vitamins like vitamin C, which boosts your immune system, a benefit especially in an emergency. Not only are you getting ready for survival, but also ensuring that you can maintain your physical and mental endurance in an emergency by hoarding these high-energy snack items. We should talk about 3 hydration basics before we get on to additional meal products. Any emergency calls for access to clean drinking water. Without it, even the best-stocked pantry would only last so long. Bottled water is the first and most obvious thing you should stock up on. People could have limited or none access to pure drinking water during a catastrophe. Although water occupies up room, your emergency supplies should give water top priority. Sanity and cookery depend on access to safe, clean drinking water. Consider employing portable water filters or water purification tablets if your limited storage capacity for bottled water calls for alternative. For drinking and basic hygiene, aim to keep at least 1 gallon of water per person daily. Although you should ideally have at least 3 days' supply, strive to stock enough for at least 2 weeks for real peace of mind. Lightweight and effective at removing most waterborne pollutants, portable filters such as those produced by LifeStraw or Sawyer are both methods provide an additional degree of protection should your bottled water run out or prove inadequate. By destroying germs, viruses, and other dangerous microbes, purification tablets, which are small, easy to store, can cleanse vast volumes of water. If you must rely on natural water sources, such as rivers, lakes, or even rainwater, this is very beneficial. About electrolyte drink mixes and powdered drink mixes in an emergency, especially if it's hot outside or you're expending a lot of physical energy. Sweating causes your body to lose electrolytes including salt, potassium, and magnesium. Without replacement, you run the danger of dehydration, muscle cramps, or tiredness. Athletes and other electrolyte drink mixtures assist restore this equilibrium. Combining them with water will give a rapid. Many of these mixes are fortified with vitamins, which is a benefit in an emergency when fresh food may be restricted, in addition to being lightweight and easy to pack. For something easier, consider collecting powdered drink mixes, which can make plain water somewhat more enjoyable to drink, especially for children or anyone else tired with it. To boost your immune system, several powdered drink mixes also include extra vitamins like vitamin B12 or vitamin C. Unlike sugary sports beverages, coconut water is a more natural approach to stay hydrated and can supply much required potassium, which is vital for muscular operation. In case of an emergency, keep a few cartons on hand since they provide a welcome variation from pure water and a quick source of energy. Moreover, coconut water is a great choice for hydration in lean food periods. Also wise are some reusable, collapsible water containers conserve space and can hold a lot of water when full. Extra containers on hand guarantees that you can store as much water as possible in case of a supply interruption or shortage. Although they appear pointless in an emergency, water flavoring drops or tablets are another item that is often overlooked yet helpful if you have access to a water source, but require a method for transportation or storage. Not least of all, consider keeping sachets or oral rehydration salts, ORS, for treatment of dehydration following diarrhea or intense physical activity. Even little pleasures like flavored water can improve mood and help one stay hydrated in circumstances where tension is great and surroundings could be uncomfortable. Particularly beneficial for toddlers or others who find it difficult to drink enough water during the day, these little, easy-to-store droplets can transform plain water into something more fun. Medical crises often call for these 4 shelf-stable dairy substitutes. Let's pause to think how much dairy products, especially milk, we consume daily, from coffee in the morning to creamy soups or baking milk is a mainstay in many homes. Fresh milk must be continuously refrigerated in an emergency, nevertheless, to avoid deteriorating. One life-saving enhancement to your water supply is ORS. In a circumstance whereby you or someone in your house becomes highly dehydrated, packets can rapidly rehydrate and restore electrolyte balance. If you are unable to routinely shop or there are power disruptions, fresh milk soon loses value. For this reason, it's smart to keep shelf-stable dairy substitutes plentiful. Though it may not seem elegant, powdered milk is one of the greatest choices for long-term preservation. Unlike fresh milk, it can lie in your pantry for months or even years without rotting. All you need is water to revive it. Cooking as well as drinking benefit from powdered milk. There are several kinds of powdered milk on the market, so it's advisable to pick the ones you like. While some people want non-fat versions, others enjoy the fuller taste of full-fat ones. If you have children, you can find it beneficial to make investments in kid-specific formulations with extra nutrients and milk-like consistency. Often difficult to locate in a shelf-stable form, baking powdered milk preserves much of the nutritional value of fresh milk, thereby providing a rich supply of protein, calcium, and vital vitamins, including B12 distinctive milk taste. Nevertheless, if you forego dairy or choose plant-based substitutes, you're lucky, since many readily available, shelf-stable non-dairy milk substitutes you may keep without refrigeration until you use them. Popular choices are soy, almond, oat, even coconut milk, as they are high in calcium and fortified with vitamins like D and E, therefore offering a nutritious substitute for dairy milk. Considered increasingly trendy in recent years, oat milk is naturally creamy, and having a range of these milk substitutes on hand ensures that you're covered no matter what. Whether your dietary restrictions are limited to looking for a dairy-free choice or lactose intolerance. Not to overlook canned coconut milk, a really excellent substitute. Great for cooking and sipping, these non-dairy milks come in handy cartons that keep for months on your shelf once open. A shelf-stable coffee creamer is another sometimes disregarded yet useful tool. If your morning cup of coffee is relied upon, stocking powdered or liquid non-dairy creamers without refrigeration will help you to avoid skipping your regular ritual. When fresh milk isn't a choice, coconut milk, for instance, gives a rich, creamy texture and has a long shelf life. Creamers find application in many kinds of beverages. Planning shelf-stable dairy substitutes requires careful consideration of a variety of options, since different circumstances may call for different types of milk substitutes. While almond or oat milk would be more fit for drinking or blending into smoothies, powdered milk can be used straight in recipes and as a replacement for fresh milk. Combining these choices ensures that, even in challenging circumstances, your diet stays tasty and balanced. Periodically reviewing your supplies and using things before they go bad is a smart idea. To be constantly ready, keep a note of all you have on hand and replace things as you use them. These dairy substitutes can help you to preserve normalcy when life seems anything but, by allowing you to make traditional dishes like oatmeal cereals and creamy soups, therefore offering some comfort during trying circumstances. Remember that condiments and additions are equally as vital as the more obvious food elements before we go into their discussion. Having a range of shelf-stable dairy substitutes in your stockpile will help you to relax, since it will save you from worrying about running out of necessary ingredients when most needed. or about milk spoiling. Rather, knowing that your family's dietary needs are met can help you to be ready for any disaster. Think then of herbs and spices. These little bits will transform your rice and canned beans into something more than just something to keep you full, something that tastes great. Not only is salt for taste, it also helps to preserve food and has long been a vital survival tool for millennia. Get plenty of it since it is rather flexible and non-perishable. They can also significantly help to keep normalcy and even raise spirits. Whether it's black pepper chili powder or dried basil, having a range of seasonings on hand will help you prevent food fatigue. That is, the result of eating the same foods over and again. Another great item to have on hand is honey, which not only naturally sweetens, but also practically endlessly if kept correctly. Honey not only sweetens bland food and drink, but its antimicrobial properties also come in handy for minor wound treatment as needed. At last, consider cooking oils like olive or coconut oil. Especially in trying circumstances, these are essential for cooking and offer a supply of healthful fats your body requires. While kept in a cold, dark environment, they may get rancid with time. Yet they are excellent for meal preparation by vinegar, since they remain live for a good period of time. Apart from its culinary application, vinegar can help food to be cleaned and preserved. Its adaptability and high shelf life make it a smart addition to your supply chain. 6 miscellaneous essentials. Let's discuss some sometimes disregarded but extremely important elements before we wind up with the basics of food and drink. Although these are non-food products, without them controlling your supplies or preserving a minimum degree of comfort might become much more challenging. Having these basic but effective condiments and additives can guarantee that your meals are not only about survival, but also more appetizing, so helping to ease difficult circumstances. When you most need access to your food, a strong hand can opener is a basic but indispensable item. You should have 1 or 2 on hand, as it's easy to forget until you truly need them. Flashlights and batteries are yet another indispensable. Reliable lighting becomes a major concern during a power outage. Hence, extra batteries for flashlights or even lanterns guarantees your navigation. This is true even if you have plenty of canned goods. Get simple supplies including bandages, antiseptics, painkillers, and any prescription drugs your family member or you might require. These basics will enable you to control minor ailments or injuries without calling outside aid. Keep also in mind that sanitary items including toilet paper, soap, disinfection wipes, and garbage bags could show. Any emergency has non-negotiable first aid materials. Though apparently small, their importance rises when consistent services are interrupted. Comfort and disease prevention depend on cleanliness. Hence, even with limited medical resources, this is vital. Finally, your emergency stockpile should include a basic toolkit or multi-tool. Whether you're opening packing, mending a broken item, or even just offering basic protection, a multi-tool can enable you to be ready for the unanticipated difficulties that can present. By stockpiling these 12 basic grocery items, which vary from non-perishable foods to vital miscellaneous items, you are smartly safeguarding yourself and your loved ones in difficult times. They will be just as vital as your food and water in a real emergency, guaranteeing that you may live as pleasantly and safely as you might otherwise negotiate under unknown circumstances. Being ready is about guaranteeing peace of mind, not about terror. Having ready supplies will ensure that you are ready to approach them with confidence. Now is the time to act. Remember that early planning lessons worry for tomorrow. Stay safe